Hey, what's up you guys? It's the little onion that could, and welcome back to my channel.
Hi!
Today we are going to talk about all of July's new events and July 1st's new draw. Sorry this is a little late, but
We're here anyway.
so this month you have an opportunity to get 3,000 jewels by completing monthly missions, and you can get a ton of BP and a dark side card, which is kind of cool. Depending on how much you completed your album and all of that, you got a certain number of dark side cards. So all I need is one more to get all 10. Yeah, they made this shit harder than last month, and it's kind of bullshit. In the grand scheme of things, if you are like leaving shit on to auto farm and all of that, then you should definitely hit that, no questions asked, as long as you sell your soul to the game. All right, moving on, they also added 5 new cards. We'll actually talk about that in a second, so I'm gonna put that to the side for a moment. We got the Whack-A-Watermelon event. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I defeated the watermelon, and I figured out how to actually run it on auto mode for me. If you guys want to know, I am level 26 right now. Plus I have Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire. I was lucky to get them in pulls. So I'm interested to see what this daily enemy quest is going to be. It's going to take place, I believe this is next week. A different Heartless will appear every day of the week, and don't miss out on your chance to fill your album with these enemies. Powerful enemies will appear in low level areas. Okay, so my only question is, are these powerful enemies going to have a lower level? And if they do, then this event will be amazing for filling out your album. But if Square Enix tries some trifling shit by putting high leveled enemies in the low level areas and keeping them with their stats and everything, that would be some bullshit.
You're so mean! Just leave me alone!
I also mentioned in my last video on key art number 24, which is Union Cross stuff, but Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and Dark Road are having a Link campaign on the 13th through the 27th, so I'm wondering how that will culminate, what we will be getting. Hopefully we'll get special prizes, maybe a special card event will be held, and hopefully it's a fucking magic card and not a fucking physical card that has a lesser physical attack like this goddamn Mickey. Let's actually get into the important item on the list, talking about the new cards. First of all, if you guys have been subscribers for a little bit, you kind of know that I don't necessarily enjoy when they use certain particular art for cards and medals and stuff like that. Take a look at Xemnas. Why did we go back to this low budget art? Same deal here, like Riku.
You look dusty.
And Ariel, goddamn Ariel. We could have HDified this bitch.
And your hair is uneven.
The key art looks pretty cool. I love that art. The Neo shadows are well, they're there. These are being added to the pool forever, so they are in the draw system right now. Now, what I feel like will happen is they will bring in cards that will only be available for a limited amount of time, whether through the shop, whether through pulls and all of that. But for now, these cards are in the pull system forever. And the details say, whenever you pull from the start, and I'm assuming that just means the first pull that you do, you will receive 5 new cards, including a powerful attack card, useful recovery card, and a magic attack card. So the way I interpret that is that you yourself will receive 5 cards that you've never had before, and 3 out of 5 of those cards will be a powerful attacking card, a useful recovery card, and a magic attack card. So the recovery card could at this point be Alice, Queen Minnie, Potion, and then Tinkerbell. So you have a chance to get any of those 4 cards. The powerful attack card, it could be Riku Replica, a key art. I'm not quite sure what it classifies as powerful.
Stop the motherfucking music. You. Are you dumb?
And then of course a magic attack card, which could be Blizzard, Thunder, Fire, and this new Ariel. So the way that I want you guys to treat whenever new banners come out, do not look at the power plus 10 column. That is a trick. Don't look at it at all, because what you are really going to want to look at is just the base power. That is going to be the power that is available immediately to you. And it's kind of unrealistic to expect people to be able to get 10 copies of this card right off the bat unless you're spending a whole bunch of jewels, unless you have a whole bunch of shop points. So really just focus on the base power of the cards to see how useful they will be to you. So let's look at Ariel first. She's obviously a light card and she's colored blue. Her main ability is Blizzard, so that means she actually casts the spell Water. By the way, I don't know why they call it Blizzard if she's casting
Water?
ice is technically water, so listen. Well, wait, hold up. Maybe she does cast Blizzard. I don't know. It's confusing because they call Erd's attack style Blizzard, but she attacks with water, so I'm confused by that.
That doesn't make no sense.
She has a base power of 25, which is pretty powerful for, at least for what we have right now. I think it's more powerful than the base power of Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, so again, I said to ignore the 10 column, but her end power will be 45. Probably won't mean anything when they come out with more cards, but we'll see. Tinkerbell, her power doesn't really matter, it's 15, but higher power has higher priority on auto mode. She restores an amount of HP, and it's based upon your magic stat, so this is exactly the same as Queen Minnie. The good thing about it is she's a green card, so now you can have 2 cures in your deck instead of 1. You have the Neo Shadow, which to me is honestly the throwaway card in here. It's a dark blue card. It does Dark Break. The base power is 20, which is respectable, but it's not really all that important to me. Then you have Riku Replica.
You like it? You like it? Darkness! I'm done with you! Later! Come on! Try again! I'm unstoppable!
Which is dark red. It does Ars Arcanum, or however the fuck you pronounce that. The base power is 20, and then the power plus 10 is 70. It's a powerful physical attack, which, whatever. And then of course, key art number 3, which is a light green card. It does the move Shining Star. It has a base power of 30 and then an ultimate power of 60, and it is a non-element magical attack. So what are the best cards to get from here? Well, Xehanort's stat that he's highest in terms of offensive capabilities is magic. So Ariel is a good card to get. Tinkerbell, obviously, fucking cure. And then of course, key art number 3, looking at base power, Neo Shadow and Riku Replica, they're not that significant to me.
Irrelevant.
If you can get 10 copies of Riku Replica, sure, he'll be powerful, but not that significant to me. So yeah, the ones that I really would want would be Ariel, key art number 3, and then Tinkerbell. The other 2 can go somewhere, I don't really care where.
Do I give a fuck?
No, not one.
How many fucks do I give?
0.
Exactly.
Next question.
I don't see any harm in pulling, just don't go crazy. Don't spend all your jewels in one place, especially if you haven't pulled yet. You might want to do a couple pulls just to get some cards. It can't do any harm. Jewels are not the most important currency. Card draw tickets are, and shop points are. I am going to collect as much as I can of both of those currencies so that eventually I do not have to spend a single jewel. And then BP will also be able to be used in the shop eventually. Now, am I going to pull from this banner?
No.
That is because I already pulled at the beginning when the game came out, and I do not plan on pulling anything else until I see a powerful card. Plus, I don't really understand how these banners work yet, the frequency at which we'll get them, and I kind of want to wait until we get more banners to see how the game works. If I really wanted to, I have 220 shop points, and now that is because, like I said, I pulled at the beginning of this game, so a lot of the cards I have copies of. And the free deal as well, getting that one free card, has also helped with me getting shop points, and then of course we all got free shop points from the album campaign that was done in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So if I really wanted to, I could purchase key art number 3. I could purchase Riku Replica, I could purchase key art number 1, all that blah blah blah, but I'm not going to. I'm saving my shop points. And remember guys, like I said, I will reiterate this, jewels are not the most important currency in this, so don't spend them all in one place.
Not on my watch! Not on my watch!
I'm going to wait until they release a better card than key art number 2, because as of now, key art number 2 is still the most powerful card in the game. Mostly because of its sub ability. It is still the only card that has a sub ability, and we can see that it's gonna change later on. When you see cards with sub abilities, I'm assuming that means that they are gonna be fucking
juicy.
Tell me what you guys are going to do in the comments below, whether or not you're going to pull, whether or not you've already pulled. How are y'all doing on the watermelon event? Do y'all need help? Put it in the motherfucking comments below. That is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.